Welcome to the 6 Feet Apart Short Play Film Festival, put on by Avonlea Theatre Company, The Angelus Theatre, and Cobb & Co. Theatre Productions. All plays are written, directed, and read by local talent. Please stick around to the end for interviews and to find out how you can be a part of community theatre.
Sabrina, would you mind coming to my desk for a moment?
Yes?
This is a very interesting essay you wrote.
Thanks.
I just thought I'd give you a few tips for how you can improve on it.
Professor, I put my heart and soul into this essay. I have nothing else to give.
Well, it's very unique. It's not so much a matter of giving more, but refining.
Are you saying I'm unrefined?
No. No, it's just... take this passage, for instance. And then, when the last bar vanished from my phone and I completely lost cellular service, I knew Kyle would totally get the wrong impression. So I literally had a heart attack and died. I think you mean figuratively.
Oh, no, Professor. I mean literally.
If you had literally died, you wouldn't be here.
Are you undermining the tragedy of my experience?
Of course not. I can't even imagine the horror of having a call drop at such a tender moment. What I'm saying is just that literally means, well, literally.
You've lost me.
Okay. Take this pencil. I am literally breaking it in half. But if my heart were to literally break in half, I would die.
See, that's totally what I'm talking about. My heart literally broke.
Your heart figuratively broke.
Figuratively does not convey the proper depth of emotion.
Yes, but if we obscure definitions, then words have no meaning and communication loses its purpose.
You're literally causing my head to explode.
No, if I was literally causing your head to explode, then there would be gray matter on the walls and I'd be talking to a decapitated corpse.
That is literally the most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
Now that would have been okay, because what I just said may, in fact, have been the most disgusting thing you've ever heard, thus justifying the use of the word literally.
Look, I don't have to take your criticism.
Actually you do, because I'm your English professor.
There's a word for this. Discrimination.
What?
You're discriminating against my cultural dialect.
You're joking, right?
Well, who are you, Mr. High and Mighty, to tell others how to talk as if there's one way to correctly communicate? You know what? I don't even care. You can literally give me an F for this assignment. I'm going back to my desk. And by literally, I mean figuratively.
I figured.
I'm gonna go write up another draft.
I'm here with Harold Dukemonch, the playwright of Literally. Now, Harold, what was your inspiration behind Literally?
Well, it was literally the word, literally. I mean, when you look at that word, I mean, it's so specific, right? It means exactly what it means. Like, very, very rarely do you get words like that that don't require, kind of a bigger context to understand. I wanted to write something that was based in this idea of something being its own thing, and that word was literally, and it is literally what it is. The word literally, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yes, indeed. Was this based on personal experiences with the encounter with the professor?
I mean, that professor was basically like, it was based on a real person, but the conversations and the interactions between the professor, there were kind of ones that I imagined myself. You know what I mean? I kind of projected, and I thought that was an interesting way to explore the idea of this concept of literally, because you have this character of the professor, but his voice is actually my own. And so, that's kind of disrupts the concept, complicates it a little bit, but is ultimately rooted in my own. I mean, everything I write is rooted in my own sort of experience.
I see. So then, is it a personal peeve of yours when people misuse the word literally?
It is. It's not as much as you may think, because I do sort of believe in that kind of phenomenon, the nebulousness of language and that sort of personal relationship we have with objective items. Like, I see an apple, you see an apple, that is literally an apple, but you could have a completely different set of feelings about it. And so, it's one of those things, just like a food, you've got the one thing that is very specific, but all of these different approaches to it. I mean, to me, that's where truth is just in exploring those relationships.
Thank you, Harold. This has been a true honor. Harold is working on a time travel piece. Sorry, it's just I've read it and it's so funny.
I feel it's pretty inspired. So
yeah, it's great things to expect from Harold Dukemonch. Thank you, Harold. Have a good day.
It was a pleasure.
From actors to directors, playwrights, and crew, community theater is a labor of love for which everyone volunteers their time. But without live audiences and ticket sales, the COVID-19 pandemic could mean the end for some theater companies. To keep community theater alive, all we ask is that you help us out by enjoying our upcoming season. Prometheus Unbound by local playwright Mahan Rai Stewart is an epic fantasy adventure exploring Greek mythology and Christianity. Take My Death Away by local playwrights Stephen and Teresa Gashler is a romantic comedy and Halloween-themed musical featuring haunting bluegrass. Both shows will be awesome. Even if you can only buy one ticket, you'll be supporting the arts in your local community and helping playwrights, actors, directors, and musicians pursue their dreams. If you want to be a part of an upcoming production, just send us an email. We'd love to have you. Thank you for your support.